Hi everybody, I am on the Schuylkill River just outside of Philadelphia, and there's a group here called French Creek Racing. They're out there swimming and racing and having a great time, getting some exercise in open waters. Their leader is John Kenny. He is their coach, and he is a 5-time U.S. national champion in distance swimming. Nowadays, he's also doing triathlons. So I went and interviewed John Kenny and the terrific swimmers who are not just getting exercise, but having a darn good time out there. We are at Port Indian, PA. And these swimmers are about to have practice today. And I'm here with John Kenny. How you doing, John?
Great. How you doing?
All right. Can you tell us a little bit about you? Introduce yourself.
Well, my name's John Kenny. I started French Creek Racing about 5 years ago. We've been doing swim training and triathlon training as well as events. We've been doing that for about 5 years now. Various locations. We run a big event in French Creek State Park that we just finished this weekend, and we also run events here on the Schuylkill as well as training swims. We're having a training swim today. Well, I came from an open water swim background. I swam and ran in college, and beyond that I was on the national team several times for open water swimming, and so I traveled around the world and did all kinds of different marathon open water swims for the U.S. And after my swim career kind of was winding down, I switched into triathlon, and so I got a pro card as a triathlete, and I've been racing professionally as a triathlete. This is my 13th year. That's great. I feel like you are giving back. It's like you have this sport that you have such a passion for, and you're giving back, and you're getting more people involved. And I love that. It's great. You're really an inspiration. Why are we here today to make this movie? Well, we want to show everybody basically what we do. We want to show everybody that this is just a really positive thing for the community, and that a lot of people are really passionate about this. We have, you know, a large core group of people that love swimming here. And on the other side of things, there's a really great environmental story to tell, which is that the river has cleaned up. All the environmental regulations that went into effect decades ago have really paid off, and this river has cleaned up immensely in the past decade or so, to the point where we can swim here, except for right after huge rainstorms, we can swim here almost all the time. The water's clean, and people really enjoy what we do, and it's really a healthy activity. It's good for people. It's a great recreational activity, and it's making people healthier and happier. So that's the gist of why I do what I do, and I appreciate that you say I'm giving back, because I like to think that I do give a little bit back to the sport that's been so good to me my whole life.
How long have you been swimming?
How long have I been swimming? I guess most of my life.
Since Moses parted the sea. And we did our first race of the season down in Barnegat, and that was warmer because that's a kind of that cedar brown lake, and it's fairly shallow.
Oh, right,
the water
cedar
temp
water.
there was 67, and that was on April 30th.
Wow, that's good. Very well organized, very safe. You can see all the kayaks along the way. So.
A little tough sighting coming back, but then the sun went down, and it was no problem.
What would you guys say if somebody said, sorry, you can't do this anymore on the Schuylkill River?
I'd say they need to rethink that thought.
They'd have to have an awfully good reason.
Yeah.
You know, people should come and see how well organized and safe this stuff is. People do think you're nuts when you say swim in the Delaware.
Correct.
In Winwood like 20 years ago.
But, you know, you do it in an organized way with a good group of people. It's a fun time by all. In fact, I think we have a couple lakes in Bucks County we'd like to see these fishers allow us to swim in, but they won't allow us to swim.
Yeah, I think we all have a right to exercise and compete if we want to, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Unless the lake or body of water is truly contaminated, there's no reason why you can't swim in it. In
Yeah,
safe conditions.
They cleaned up this river for one reason or another, I assume. It's nice and clean now. We might as well swim in it and do sports, right?
Absolutely.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Here's some swimmers getting ready to do a race. Hi.
Hello.
What's everybody's names?
Anthony?
Jen, Beth, Jana.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for letting me do an interview because we're here to give you support as swimmers and as athletes. Can you tell us, why are you here today?
I'm here to support John Kenny and this beautiful location, and it's always good to get early season open water swim practice.
Yeah, great. And why are you here?
Same reason, and mostly to get into the open water with the races that we do and that I have coming up this season. It's important to get into the river.
Great. And how about you?
Just looking to get so much open water swimming in and lots of experience in the water. And actually, my first open water swim 6 years ago when I fell in love with triathlon and swimming was here.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're here at the Schuylkill River, and that's where you first started open water swimming. That's great. And do you have a story to tell us, or why are you here?
I love open water swimming, and I can get here by transit and on a bike, so that's the main thing because I don't drive. And open water swimming makes me think of camp, so that's where I first fell in love with it. And this is a great opportunity for people that don't know where to do open water swims. They have a place.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
That's great. And is anybody concerned about the Schuylkill? I know the Schuylkill used to have a bad reputation. It used to be polluted like 20 years ago. Is anybody concerned about the water?
No, because I swam in the Delaware. I swam in the Delaware in the 80s. This is fine. This is pristine.
Yeah, we know it's clean, right? I know when I go out water skiing, I can see the bottom a lot of times, and there are fish in it, and there's even little clams at the bottom, so we know the water's healthy. Well, thanks everybody for the interview. Good luck out there. You can just come and race,
yes,
right, as a guest?
Yes, I am. I'm actually training for Alcatraz, so I'm going to swim from Alcatraz to shore, so I'm really nervous, so I need as much practice as I can get, and this is helpful because in the beginning of the race, it's a lot of people together, and that gives me anxiety with all the arms and kicking and everything.
Yeah.
So the more I can practice, I feel like the more comfortable I'll be for race day. So really, I just want to come out here and practice to relieve my anxiety.
That's great. And you seem like an athletic person. Have you exercised all your life?
I have.
Yeah. What would happen if you weren't able to race here and swim at the Schuylkill River?
It would be disappointing because it gives an opportunity for athletes to practice, and I think that's important, so you feel safer in the water.
Great. Well, thank you very much for saying a few words. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So they're putting in kayaks. I guess that's for safety, right? In case something goes wrong. Safety is number one. And here's some more swimmers. They're getting ready to do a race.
Hi.
How long have you been racing in the open waters?
Only a couple of years. I swam in college, but now I do this, so it's fun.
And it's nice to have the opportunity to be around home, right? To be able to swim.
Well, I live in Philly, but I actually work around here, so it's nice to just come right after work. I really enjoy coming out here and swimming, so.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
It's really nice.
And how about you?
People say it is.
What's that?
It's cleaner than people say it is.
It sure is.
Totally convinced. It's totally. Everyone was like, "What are you doing swimming in school?" It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it has a bad rep, right?
It does. It does.
But we know it's clean nowadays. How about you? Are you? Have you been swimming a while?
No, I just started. Well, I've been swimming a long time, but I just started doing this. This is only my second time in open water.
Oh
First
wow!
time
Yeah.
in the Schuylkill.
And what's it like? It's challenging, I guess, and
It's kind of exciting. It's challenging. It's exciting because it's really different from swimming in a pool. It's out in nature. It's in a beautiful environment. There's just really friendly people. It's a lot of fun.
And what's the exercise do for you as an athlete?
Well, I hesitate to call myself an athlete, but the exercise is awesome. It just feels so good, and especially to get in water like this. It's cold. It's not a controlled environment. It's just really great.
Yeah.
And the exercise is wonderful. I mean, it just keeps you young and keeps you healthy. And
well, you certainly look young and healthy. You must exercise a lot. I think swimming is a great part of it.
It is wonderful.
It's a great opportunity for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you.
That's like you. You don't have any hair.
How did you do? You came in 5th? 6th? All right, good job. How old are you?
17.
17? That's great. That's good exercise for you.
Oh, yeah.
Of all ages, right? Good job, you guys. How did you do?
Good. I think fifth.
Fifth? Awesome. That's great. Here comes another one. How'd you do?
12th.
12th. And did your muscles keep working despite the chilly water?
Yeah, they were fine. No excuses.
All right. Good job out there.
You want to go for a swim? You want to go swimming?
Rufus, our mascot. He's here to cheer us on.
My dog would love you. He likes to swim.
Maria, you're not swimming today because you have a cold, right?
Sick.
Maria's the usual. She's usually out there with them. I hope they keep this program going.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of people that have an opportunity to exercise out there. And they sure are having fun.
How could you not love it?
Yeah. It's all ages too.
Yes.
I saw kids and we got adults and older adults and younger ones. They're all coming in from the race right now. And boy, they got a lot of heart because the water is about 61 degrees in mid-May.